What's going on, everybody? Kamikaze here, bringing you another Modern Warfare 3 commentary, and this time I want to talk about the class setups. And now these class setups I have, this is what I would normally use on a regular basis. Right now I don't have them set up on my main in the online match settings, but I set them up in the private match settings so that you'll get to see if I had a choice. These are the classes I'll normally run. Right now I've got my virtual classes trying to find out more about what's going to be good with what, guns, perks, proficiencies, try to find different combinations right now. But as of right now, I'm going through the private match to show you the class sets I normally run, and hopefully you can look at these class sets and hopefully you might be able to get something from this video that you could be able to apply to yourself and maybe make you a better player. But hopefully that will be the case, and here we go. Alright, first one we've got starting off is the ACR. And with the ACR itself, I love running the 2 attachments proficiency, but you can also use the focus proficiency as well. They're both good. I just prefer the attachments. Kick isn't really needed for this. A lot of people I've seen run kick a lot of guns, but this is one gun you do not need that proficiency with. But I run the 2 attachments. You can run focus either, it's just fine. Now as far as the attachments to run with, I love using the red dot and the silencer. But if you're very familiar with the ACR design sights and you don't need the red dot, I would suggest going with the extended mags along with the silencer. That way you're not having to reload as often, and you just keep shooting at people for a long period of time if your aim is bad, which sometimes, well, not just sometimes, but a lot of times mine is. So spraying and praying helps with extended mags. So those would be the attachments that I'd use, and then when I'm going to go with the camo and the red dot to use. But anyway, now the second that I'm using for this, and this is the only one I have it on, is the Stinger. I would have another class set up just for taking air support, but this one in particular, there's a reason I'm running the Stinger. It helps to get the kill streaks quicker. This is all about getting my kill streak as quickly as possible, so using the Stinger definitely helps out shooting down the UAVs and their support that comes by. The lethal and tactical grenades, this is pretty much preference. What's the lethal syntax? I mean, you throw them out quicker, but you're going to get a lot of hit markers. I'm just going to say that right now for y'all. You're going to get a lot of hit markers. So if you want to try the frag, just make sure that you try to cook them for as long as possible until usually about 4 seconds, you can hold it before it blows up in your face. So just make sure to watch it. But I've been trying to try that out, see which one I prefer more, but right now it's the syntax. And then the concussion, just because I've died so many times to where because I use a flash grenade and I go around the corner to go kill them, but apparently they weren't flash enough. But with the concussion, I can at least have the upper advantage on them. I know they're going to be stunned, but with the flash grenade, you don't know how much they're going to be flashed, but you will know much better if with a flash grenade where they're at. If you know they're around the corner, sometimes concussions won't get them, and you'll go around the corner thinking it's clear, and boom, you're dead. That right now, this is just whatever you feel like you're more comfortable with. Now to the perks. Scavenger here, a lot of times with the ACR, I love using the gun, so I don't want to run low on ammo, I don't want to run out of ammo, so that's the reason I'm using the Scavenger perk here. That way I don't have to worry about trying to find another gun, which I've died several times trying to find another gun before. But that's the reason I'm using the Scavenger perk here. Second perk, Hardline. Another reason why I'm running the Stinger is to that way I get my kill streaks quicker. And the 2 assists definitely come in handy, especially when you're using silence weapons. When you're using silence weapons too, the Hardline Pro is definitely the perk I would want to use. Besides Assassin, those 2 perks would be the best for a silencer, so because you're going to get a lot of hit markers, and sometimes you're not going to be able to finish them off. But with Hardline Pro, it definitely makes it getting those hit markers worth it. And final perk, Stalker Pro. If you're a rusher, you would want to use this. I feel like you move quicker with the perk, may be wrong. You may leave a comment below, tell me I'm wrong, that'll be fine. It's just, to me, it feels like you move quicker, and me being a rusher with this class, that's the perk I'd love to use. And also, the only other perk I probably want to use with this would be Marksman. And I know that's probably more sniper related, what you're thinking, but with this, it's so, just the regular effect of being able to see their names is so good. Especially if you're using, instead of the red dot, you can definitely use Marksman to help you see your target better and to be able to kill them quicker. Now, as far as the strike packages are concerned, I usually use the Assault, using the Predator missile, the attack helicopter, and the H6. There's a lot of times where I try to replace one of the helicopter or H6, or even the Predator missile, with Pavlo. A lot of times I cannot get to that 12th kill or 11th kill with Hardline to be able to get the kill streak. This is the kill streaks I normally set up with the Assault package, and this is one I've had the most success. Hopefully it'll have the same success with it. And Death Streak gets hollow points. I never worry about it. Don't use Final Stand, please. If you don't want to be made fun of for, rubbing your butt in the ground because you're trying to crawl somewhere, don't do it. That's all I have to say on that. Anyway, the best submachine gun, I think, at least close range in this game, the PP90 M1. Now, the proficiency I love using with this gun, I love range and I love the attachments. Those are the two proficiencies I would suggest using with this gun. Now, as far as using which attachments, the silencer is very good, especially with range. It negates the effect of the silencer. Rapid fire is very good, even with range as well. You don't have to have two attachments, but if the two attachments I'd use would be the extended mags and rapid fire, or you could replace rapid fire with a silencer. Both of them along with extended mags is good, and the extended mags by itself with range is really good as well. And that's going to be it for as far as what attachments I would use. Now, as far as the secondary, this is one I normally use on all my classes. The Kimbo FMG9s, they're going to get nerfed. They should be nerfed. Their range is ridiculous, but it's so good close up. If you do run low on ammo, you can quickly switch these and definitely take out anyone close range. So I would definitely suggest that, especially if you're a Russian guy, or even if you're sniping and you want to have a good secondary. This would be a very good secondary to use, just in case someone gets to jump on you. It's lethal and tactical, still the same. Slide ahead with this, the PP90, its reload is so slow, and if you get caught in a reload, you're definitely a dead man. So I love using slide hand with it. Hardline, just because of the strike packages I'm using, I'll get to that in a second. And steady aim, this gun is so good with steady aim, and I love using it. And hip fire is just so good with it. And as far as the strike package is concerned, using the specialist with this one, I'm using the assassin for the first perk. It's so good to be able to, after one kill, you get your assassin. You're going to be completely off the map. You don't have to worry about, radars picking you up. So good, especially when you're going in close range combat, especially when you're trying to get a Moab too. I haven't gotten one yet. I haven't really tried to, but hopefully I'll be able to try to get one up. But I'll just have to really play a kind of defensive and not the objective, but hopefully I can get one up. The next perk is Scavenger. The reason I put it in this slot, a lot of times I'm running really low on ammo when I get to the 6. Sometimes I'm even out of ammo at this point, so I move it from the 6th slot to the 4th slot. That way I know by that point I don't have to worry about running out of ammo. I'll be good. And then as far as the last perk, it can really vary. It's just on preference. I put Blast Shield up just because I hate dying to nades when I get to that far in the streak. And a lot of times that's usually what it is. But, I mean, Quick Draw would be a good perk to use. Marksman would be another good perk if you're using assault rifles. It's just whatever. It's just really preference, but that's just me. I like using Blast Shield just to not die to a random nade. I know that really sucks when you die to a random nade. So, and that's the strike package for this particular class setup. Now, my baby, I love this. I love this gun, the G3060. Loved it since COD 4. Glad it made it back, but I'm just kind of disappointed that it's not as good as I want it to be. it needs kick. I mean, I've tried focus, I've tried attachments. You don't need instability. You don't need it. It needs kick. A lot of times that recoil is just too much. You need it to be able to reduce it to be manageable. And as far as the attachments, extended mags, if you are able to, see through the sight and see through the sight very well. But for me, I just use the red dot sight, get a clear sight on the target, and be able to just take them out. Silencer takes too much of the range out that it needs to be able to kill, so that's the reason I would not suggest a silencer for this gun. And as far as the perk setup, it's the same secondary, same lethal tactical. Now the perk setup, this setup is more towards of a, really pushing and rushing type class with sleight of hand in the quick reloads, and then quick draw trying to get the upper hand on the gunfight, and then Stalker Pro trying to get to, be able to have your aim up and be able to get around corners quickly and be able to catch your opponents off guard. As far as the strike package, I'm using the support on it, and notice I'm only using 2 kill streaks. The reason I'm using 2 kill streaks, I want to continuously have UAVs up in the air. I want to have the regular UAV in the counter. Now, I don't want to try to put a third one, because a lot of times it's going to be, because I mean, after your 5th kill, it's 8 kills before you get another kill streak, and I really don't see any of these really worth trying to, especially when I'm trying to rush in. I want to know where they're at, I want to know where they're at quickly, and trying to, keep them off balance. So that's the reason I don't use the advanced UAV, to be able to try to help out with that, because I can get at least 3 to 4 up counter UAVs and UAVs in the game. So if I could continuously do that, I'm fine with that. And you keep putting up UAVs so you can help yourself trying to figure out where they're at, and then the counter's trying to get the other team off guard, get them kind of flustered because they're not able to see what's on their map. That's the reasons I'm using just the 2 kill streaks, just so I could constantly keep doing that the entire game. Now, UMP-45 is the next one. This one I consider the best all-around SMG. It's not the best close range, it's the best all-around. You can use so many different proficiencies with it: kick, range, attachments, focus. It's like I said, it's the most what's the word I can use? There's so many different things you can be able to do with this gun. It's very good all the way around. And I love using the range with the silencer. Now you can use extended mags and focus. You can use kick and rapid fire, or you can use 2 attachments and use the rapid fire silencer. So what a good friend of mine suggested to me, it's good up close, but if you are trying to go mid range or long range, you are going to get destroyed. I'm just going to say that now. But if you are close range, it definitely gets up there with the PP90, that's for sure. But just for me, I love using the silencer and I love using the range with it. Cancel that out. And as far as perk setups go, sleight of hand, because I want to be up close. Like I said, I'm a rusher. I like to be close to the enemy spawn, so I want to be able to get quick reloads. Assassins, like stay off the radar and dead silence. That way people can't hear my footsteps as I'm walking. And it's kind of like my little ninja class. That way I could just go in quickly and be able to do as much as I can without people being known that I'm there. And as far as the strike package is concerned, using support, because I know I'm going to probably die a lot, and I'm probably not going to get to a lot of the kill streaks that I would normally get. So I run the advanced UAV, and then after that the stealth bomber, and then the MP. The advanced UAV to try to help out my teammates as far as like trying to figure out where they're going, what direction they're looking in. Then the stealth bomber right after that, so I could be able to hopefully kill multiple opponents at one time with it. And then the EMP, just in case people are starting a lot of support in there, or it could just be a finisher to where you can just, right when you get it, you throw it up and it locks them down for a good minute. And hopefully, maybe that in that good minute, you could probably either win a game or turn a game around with it. And the last setup, the MP7, this one I loved in Rainbow Six Vegas. I know it's not Call of Duty, but that gun in that game they're both very similar. I mean, it's the same gun, I know, but the way it plays, it's close range, it kills very quickly, very accurate, and the proficiencies and the attachments I like to use, I love using range on it. That's probably the best proficiency I could suggest using with it. Kick as well. And as far as the attachments are concerned, I'm using the extended mags with it. The silencer is good with it as well if you're going to be in close range combat. But this gun is also kind of different of the submachine guns. It could be good in medium range combat as well. So if you want to do medium range with it as well, I would suggest using the red dot sight on it. You don't need the rapid fire on it. It's already got a high fire rate. It's just going to make it that much harder to try to keep, if you're going medium range, to be able to try to kill your opponent. And then the kills and the perk setups for it, sleight of hand, hard line, and then steady aim. The third one you can kind of switch out however you want to do. You put silencer, you could put ninja on it. But the only perk I don't suggest for this or any submachine gun is Stalker. I don't think it's necessary. I'd rather have sit rep over it. Because Stalker, it's more necessary for assault rifles than it is SMGs. SMGs are moving quickly without the perk, and then with it, especially if you're playing on a high sensitivity, it might throw you off a little bit, trying to, turn and move. But like I said, that's just my opinion. And as far as the kill streaks are concerned, using the basic assault layout, the Predator missile, attack helicopter, and 86 Overwatch. That's the best. I've gotten my best games for this assault package, and hopefully I could try to get better, be able to try to get a payload more often. But I'm having a lot of trouble trying to get to it. But as I know you might be wondering, well, where's the Type 95? I will say this right now. If you have to use the Type 95, you are garbage. And a lot of the pro players agree with me. You are bad if you have to use that gun. It is one shot a lot of times. Close range, long range, medium range. It's so overpowered. It needs to get nerfed. It's supposed to have been nerfed. Don't know if it has. I haven't tried it. And I have a class set up just in case people are using it, but I prefer not to use it. It's just so cheap to me. Just one shot killing people, it's just not fun to me. I mean, snipers are different. That's what they're meant to do. That gun is it's just different. But anyway, that's my class setups video. Hopefully all of you enjoyed it. Please leave a comment below. Tell me what you think. I know this is a long video, and I'm sorry for that. But I just wanted to try to get as much information out there, trying to explain the reason why I chose, each setup the way I did. And hopefully that would help y'all out and how you play, and hopefully you could get better scores with it. And if you do, let me know. I would definitely love to be able to, and if you even have any more questions, I would love to be able to answer them. But I'm going to end the video, and I appreciate everyone taking their time and watch this video, and I hope y'all have a wonderful day. Thank you very much.